Good morning, YouTube. Happy Tuesday. How is everyone? It's raining again in Tennessee. I know that's hard to believe, but it is. It's raining again. It's raining less this morning, thank God. We've had some hellacious weather in Tennessee over the last 24 hours. Got up this morning to find out that downtown Nashville has been hit by a very large tornado. We are up to 9 dead at this point in time, so pray for the people in Nashville because they got hit really, really, really hard. I woke up about 5:30 this morning, couldn't go back to sleep, is my life, and the weather was pretty crappy at 5:30 this morning. We had a lot of lightning and thunder, shook my French doors. It was so hard it actually scared the kittens right off the couch. Bless their hearts. Poor little things, but it seems to be, and it was terrible when I dropped them off. Dropped the 2 babies off at Dixie this morning, so Murder Pants and Jack are getting, because I'm a good pet parent, and I get my babies fixed. So they're getting the rest of their vaccinations today, and they are getting fixed, so we'll pick them up this evening, hoping everything goes well. Wow, that's really, the creek over there is getting really high. We got a lot of rain over the last 24 hours. Like, it was hammering this morning. When I left Dixie this morning, literally, it looked like nighttime outside. It was so dark and raining so hard on my way to the studios this morning. It was ridiculous. Ridiculous. Oh, my stomach's growling. Y'all, I'm hungry. Oof. That needs to go away. But, ooh, I mean, I'm hungry. My stomach was growling during the show today, which is awful. Awful. Trip to Vegas was good. It's going to be a little bit before I get that film out. I need to get everything uploaded and edited and things of that nature. I was lazy. I did absolutely squat this weekend. I did absolutely nothing. And I'm allowed. It's kind of the way that it is. Looks like the solar gig is going to happen. Yay! We are in the middle of getting those things going right now. We've gotten the approval. I think the house meets the specs because apparently this program that's being done, and I'll give you guys more insight as it actually goes and things happen. I'll give a little more information on the specific people that we're dealing with. But I want to go through the process before I do that because I don't want to lead anybody down a path they ought not go down. But my understanding with this is you have to meet certain requirements in order to be able to do this solar program that we're doing. The house has to meet certain requirements, things of that nature. They want to make sure what your electric bill is to make sure that you're going to save money. I think in this one, they're saying anybody that spends probably more than $150 a month in their electricity is definitely going to save money with the solar program. Shoot, I haven't seen a $150 electric bill since the first year that we moved in the house 17 years ago. So, hells yeah, I'd love to see an electric bill lower than that. Ours are high, man, really high. They stay in the mid-3s. In the summer, they get up over 4. Like, it's ridiculous. And it's not like I have my house set to these ridiculous standards. In the wintertime, like right now, my heating and air unit is set at 58 degrees. It's not been that cold. I don't think it's really come on all that much. We've used our little fireplaces in place of it. That's really all we need. It stays about a constant 65 to 68 degrees in the house pretty much all the time, right? And my power bill is still over $300. Yeah, exactly. In the summertime, I think we actually have the air set at like 75. So it's not like we keep it really hot in the summer, in the winter, and we keep it really cold in the summer. We don't. We absolutely don't. I've never understood why our electricity bill is as high as it is. I'm one of those people that I'm constantly turning off lights. I don't overuse things. I keep things unplugged. I'm pretty conscious about the amount of energy that I use, right? And those bills just get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. They never go down. So I'm excited to see what happens. The guy's supposed to come out today and take pictures of the house. We've gotten the application process is done and is approved. So we've gotten that out of the way. And I think now what they have to do is they got to come out, take pictures of the house, certain things that they got to get pictures of, and then I guess they hire the contractors, because my understanding is they will put a different type of insulation in our actual attic. Like we have blown insulation right now, and that will stay there, but they're going to put up a film insulation up on the rafters in both sides of our attic. These are things that are required. They're going to change out our water heater, which my water heater ain't all that old. It's probably about 5 or 6 years old since we've had to replace it, but they're going to replace the hot water heater with one that's for solar. Because the panels will work specifically with that. And then of course we've already switched all the lights over to LED and things of that nature. I mean, we've been doing LED for a while just simply because they last longer, right? Which means it will use less electricity, which is great, but the bulbs also last quite a bit longer. So at the end of the day, we're spending less money buying a better product and not having to use it as often. I don't think, other than some of the fluorescents that we have in the house, like there's fluorescents in the laundry room, there's fluorescents in my closet. Those bulbs have never burned out in the 16 years. We've never replaced them in the 17 years that we've been in the house. So, you know, when they die, yeah, we'll probably replace them with LED. Other than that, pretty much every single light in that house is LED. So we'd already made all those changes anyway, right? We did all that kind of stuff before, so I'm anxious to see. From what I understand, the process goes pretty quickly. Once they get everybody hired, I think he said it only takes a couple of days, you know, to get everything up and running and going. I mean, with this kind of crap though, it's like, I don't know how that works, right? I know we still have sunshine that goes through the clouds, but when you have this much cloud, right, how much is that going to help? We'll see. We'll see. But I'm interested in that. So we may vlog that process. We haven't physically gotten there yet, but I think once they get done with today, I might start vlogging some of that. I think it would be interesting. You guys want to see that? Do you want to? You do? Okay. All right. So we'll vlog that. I think that would be an interesting thing. People don't know all that much about solar. I know we don't. And didn't. So this will be an interesting journey, I think, for everyone to go on, and hopefully in lighting. You know, I've got a few friends that are interested, but if this works out, I might send those people their way as well, and just everybody get on it. You know, I'm all about getting off the grid as much as I possibly can. I don't like being dependent on things that are given by the government, right? I mean, I realize we pay that, but this is local government. That's how we get our utilities. That's how we get our water. I don't like those things being controlled by somebody else, because when things go bad, you're at their mercy, and I don't like that. The only mercy I want to be at is at God's, right? Like, I want to be able to control everything else. That's just that's how I am. If y'all haven't figured that out, right, that I'm just an absolute total control freak. And I am. I like to have control of things. I don't like that being in someone else's hands at all. Not at all. So yeah, the kids are gone. They're to the vet. I'm going to head up to the office, get a few things done. I don't have a whole heck of a lot that I need to do at the office, but I'll be there today because I think I've got some people coming by to get signed up for the co-op, so I need to get all that taken care of today, and then come back later and pick up my poor little babies. They were starving to death this morning, y'all. I wish you could have seen them. They were pitiful. Even Murder Pants was loving up underneath my chin because he was so hungry and I couldn't feed him. I felt so bad. But they can't eat. They're having surgery, so they just, you know, they can't eat, the poor little things. Love them. Y'all say a little prayer for my kitties, okay? Because I want them to both be okay, and sometimes they're not. It does happen. I mean, you know, people need to understand that surgery is surgery, animal or otherwise, and there are always dangers of going underneath anesthesia. You know, there's a danger that they may not wake up. It does happen. They're very healthy, but it does happen. So legit, I'm always a little concerned whenever they have to go under anesthesia. So say some little prayers for the babies, because I want them to be okay, and I can't imagine my life without Murder Pants and Jack now. So I need them. All right, I think I'm just going to make this kind of short. I haven't gotten on the interstate yet, but I think I've kind of went over everything that I wanted to go over. So we'll just keep this under 10 minutes You guys seem to like short vlogs anyway. So, you all know the rules. Till I see you next time. Stay safe, stay clean, and have a perfect day. Bye.